afternoon, everybody. We are launching our summer series with the inimitable Bren Herrera, the nationally recognized food blogger, fashion and travel writer, author, and fresh from the launch of her new e-magazine, Be Inspired. She's here to talk about her three favorite topics: food, fashion, and shoes, of course. We begin on this Friday before Father's Day with an idea of how to take the chic outdoors and make something special for the dads in your life. Hi, Bren. It's nice to see you again.
Hi, Alyssa. Thanks so much for having me back. I love you guys here in Tampa.
Thank you. You always bring such great stuff. I guess we start over here.
Yeah, let's start over here.
Okay, so what are we doing today?
So I thought it would be fun. Fathers like drinks. They like cocktails. So I thought it would be really fun, particularly now in the summer, to make a lovely salted butterscotch bourbon cake.
Wow.
Which is so decadent, so rich, but buttery and creamy, and doesn't this look amazing?
Yes.
So we're not going to make it just because we're not going to make it, but it's going to be amazing to show you.
What are some of the ingredients? Yeah.
So we have flour, the basic ingredients for a basic cake. So you have flour, you have baking powder, you have baking soda, you have your butter, you have, of course, your bourbon. That's a key ingredient in here to make it.
How much bourbon?
You're going to use about 4 tablespoons of bourbon.
Okay.
And then we're also going to make a bourbon sauce, which is what this is here. That's separate. The salt, you want the salt in here, so you're going to add some salt to that and to the actual sauce as well.
Why the salt?
Because that's going to give you, salt brings out the flavor in food.
Got it.
So for your savory things and for your sweet things, salt always brings out the flavor in foods. Did you know this little trick with Cuban coffee? A little bit of butter and a little bit of salt? And
no.
It's amazing. It's an old school recipe. We'll have to do that some other time,
Really?
but it's really good. Yeah.
Okay.
So your salt, and then every baking ingredient always requires vanilla extract. So your vanilla extract, your eggs, and you put everything in this beautiful mixer.
Really beautiful. Very different.
It's very different. And then you put it here, and my buttercream icing has a little bit of mint. You can't see it because we use a slight slither amount of a dash.
And speaking of mint, what's this over here?
Oh, so this is a beautiful ginger beer that I made. It's
ginger beer.
Yeah, it's an old Jamaican recipe that I got from an old friend of mine. So if you can't make ginger beer at home and you're a little trepidatious about it, go buy yourself some ginger beer bottles and it'll do the trick. Far more high in calories, but it'll do the job.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, so we have some sirloin here. You can roast it, you can put it in the oven, you can stick it on the grill if you're doing an outside al fresco situation. Slice it up, put some dressing on it. A really nice dressing situation is Worcestershire sauce and some A1 and a little bit of honey. It's a beautiful sauce. That's it. And drizzle it on your steak.
And you're going to give us all these recipes to put on our Facebook pages.
And your Facebook page too.
And this is cassava,
yuca. I mean, that's typical Latin, very Cuban. I love it. And it's just fried wedges. Instead of the typical potato wedges, French fries, use yuca. And then that's fresh parsley minced up, a little bit of black pepper, salt, and you're good to go.
And this salad?
Lastly, because you've got this big decadent buttercream, butterscotch bourbon cake here, let's go a little bit on the healthy route. We have some roasted beautiful beets that my friends over at Elevage restaurant hooked me up with.
At the
Epicurean Hotel. Isn't it lovely over there?
It is beautiful.
It's such a pretty hotel. So they helped me out this morning. And so we have some roasted beets, blue cheese, some really fresh Basque pears, some fresh mint. And they were so kind, and they made me our French dressing this morning.
This is great.
Isn't this great?
So this is different.
This is different. Instead of going out to eat, do this for your husband, for your boyfriend, for your father. Al fresco, take it to your backyard, and make sure that you have really pretty decor, some really pretty elements that'll make your set pop.
So to make sure that our viewers don't know how to make all this stuff, you're going to put the recipes on our Facebook page and on the blog as well. So just give us quickly the names of each item.
Okay. This is your salted butterscotch bourbon cake with a buttercream, with a mint buttercream.
Okay.
This is homemade ginger beer. This is some sirloin with some Worcestershire and honey sauce.
Okay.
Your fried yuca with parsley, and then your roasted beet salad with blue cheese and Basque pear.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. I hope you enjoy your Father's Day.
Oh, I will, and I'm going to eat all this now. For more information on the recipes as well, visit us at flanboyanteats.com. Again.